just give it a couple more minutes, man. And if not, I'll just reschedule it and do it later, man. I fucking fell asleep last night, man. I was tired as fuck after I got off work, man. So my bad to everybody that shut up last night and I wasn't there, man. I hope people understand. I just got a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of shit going on. Do. George, what's up with you, brother? How you feeling this morning, man? How's everything? How's the family? How's life? Hope all is well, my guy. Davey, my guy. What's going on, brother? What's going on? How you feeling this morning, man? Top of the morning to you, sir. All right, man. So it looked like we got an exciting fight and we got a bullshit fight going on this weekend. I just wanted to tap in and talk about it a little bit. Good, man. I'm glad you good, man. I'm glad you good. I'm doing well, man. I can't complain. I just wish I could just jock for a little bit extra time in my life. Just 24 hours ain't enough in a day, man. It's just not enough in a day. So Derek Chisora versus Usyk, man. Who y'all got? Honestly and objectively, man. Who y'all got, man? I think I'm gonna make a bold play, man. Facts. Facts. I gotta send the money to Mob, man. I gotta send the money to Gun Rights Mafia, man, because I think I'm gonna put down a pretty sizable bet on Derek Chisora, man. I really think I'm gonna put a sizable bet on Derek Chisora. I don't know, man. I'm just not convinced, man. I'm not convinced, man. Like after this fight, if Usyk win this fight, then I'll be like, okay, he's proven that he can take the top 10 in the heavyweight division, but that don't mean he's ready to beat Joshua. That don't mean he could beat Fury. It don't mean he could beat Povetkin. Doesn't mean any of those things. I just feel like, man, I gotta see how he could take the punch first. So for me, I'm cruising for the knockout, bro. I'm cruising for the War Chisora knockout, man. Like, my man don't move his head a lot. I'm a big fan of head movement. And I feel like if you don't incorporate somewhat of some type of counter-defensive style against a guy who punches like that, I don't know, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, George. Chisora by knockout, and if it goes the distance, it definitely favors Usyk. Usyk is a high-volume puncher, and it seems like he's taking that same high volume. It definitely translated in the heavyweight division because we saw with Chaz Witherspoon, he literally had to soften dude up round by round. And it took 7 rounds to soften Chaz Witherspoon. So can we all agree here that Derek Chisora is no fucking Chaz Witherspoon? Actually, Derek Chisora is world levels above a Chaz Witherspoon. A champion or not, you know, I just feel like Chaz Witherspoon is nothing for us to say, yo, Usyk, you know, he definitely beats Chisora here because he won 7 rounds with Chaz. Timmy, my brother, salute. He won 7 rounds with Chaz, man. That's what bothers me. You go 7 rounds with Chaz when I feel like you should have made a better statement. Well, it wasn't a bad match, though. He boxed, he did everything he was supposed to do. Boom, the punches was beautiful and all of that stuff. I'm just saying, man, it's a harder pill to swallow when you're going up against Chisora. A Chaz Witherspoon, I don't even think gets you ready for a Chisora, honestly. So it's just like, man, when I watch this fight, it's on Saturday, right? Is it on Halloween night or does it come on tonight? Because matter of fact, I should just go ahead and just load up the TV and fire up my DAZN membership right now. Because I cut that shit, man, because DAZN ain't been doing shit for me. But Saturday, bet, Timmy. Because I definitely got war, man. The more and more I sleep on it, and here's another thing, right? Y'all know how gassed up we was about Vasily. Well, I wasn't, but you know how gassed up people were about Vasily. I feel like, a lot of that shit, going into the heavyweight division, I think that people trying to put on Usyk as well, but I don't think that's something that you could, like, Usyk ain't proven, man. When you get to that heavyweight division, man, it's a completely different bag. A completely different bag. And the punch is way different, man. So 10 p.m. in the UK. So that what that shit come on? Earlier in the day in America, I gotta look that shit up. I ain't really too sharp on UK time and American time, man. But I got Chisora. Oh yeah, I'm picking Chisora. I'm picking Chisora by knockout. I'm gonna send the money. I'm gonna send the money to Gun Rights Mafia. I'm picking Chisora by knockout, man. But I'm in full agreement with George here, man. If oh, absolutely, Fish. Salute. Derek's in the best form of his life. True heavyweight gatekeeper. Facts. Worth a punt, that's for sure. Absolutely. And that's why I'm punting my cash right in the direction of Derek Chisora. I can't. I got to. I got to, y'all. I got to do it. I got to do it. Look, man, War been doing this thing lately. War has been doing this thing. And then, you know what I'm saying, I like the little press conference, too. I only caught a snippet of it, but I feel like I caught the snippet I needed to catch. The whole Lion of the Jungle angle and shit like that when War had to remind him. The lion is not the king of the jungle. It's the elephant. It's also the hippo, too. It's also the hippo, too, because them are two motherfucking animals you can't fuck with. They don't need nobody. They will tear you all the way the fuck up. If Chisora feel like he that elephant walking into that ring, I don't know, dude. I just like the mind state, man. I love the mind state. How do you feel about Leo versus Tank? I like Leo's size. Leo's taller. Leo's longer. Leo's taller. He's longer. But at the end of the day, man, Tank Davis ain't no, man, look, Tank Davis ain't no slouch. We could talk about the Sonic hot dogs all day. We could talk about the bullshit, the undiscipline all day. But I feel like people are truly banking on the fact that this man is just going to eat himself out of a victory. Or they're truly banking on lack of discipline. Because we got to look at it for what it really is. Leo Santa Cruz is not a 130-pound fighter at all. At all. We got two different belts, two different weight classes on the line here. That's a joke. Tank Davis, this is a fight to simply make Tank Davis look good. It is a fight to hopefully boost Tank Davis pay-per-view sales for whatever the next fight is going to be. But the fact of the matter is, you can't give a dude no respect. You can't respect this nigga for going out here and fighting Leo Santa Cruz and trying to cherry pick the pockets of the public, man. That's exactly what he is doing here. He is trying to cherry pick the pockets of the public. Out heads though, because Usyk is a beast though. Hey, Usyk is my motherfucking guy. Usyk is an undisputed champion that, went in the foreign backyards to do so. But at the end of the day, man, look, these undisputed champions got an asterisk by them because really, did they truly beat the man to get them belts? Terence Crawford is an undisputed champion with an asterisk. So I'm just saying, Usyk is definitely a beast, but all of that bestiality comes from a division that he actually campaigns in. It's a fucking, exactly, man. It's a mind fuck, bro. It's a mind fuck. So for me, it's just like, man, okay, the lighter guy coming up to heavyweight, man, I'm not convinced this guy's Evander Holyfield. Shout out to Evan Fields and them steroid packs. I'm not convinced this guy's Evander Holyfield, and I'm not convinced that, he can take a shot at Derek Chisora because I seen a few dudes go to sleep lately. I seen Pricey go to sleep. I seen Spilka go to sleep. So you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm betting. I would have to put, if I'm betting on Usyk, it would be on decision, but I'm definitely betting on Chisora on the knockout. I got to. Because I won't be surprised if he knocked this dude out. Put the water in the basement, man. Flood the basement and come upstairs. Usyk move with a high guard all day long. We know that. His hands is up here. He's shifting like this, but he always on the front foot. Or he's lateral, sliding, still hands high. So what you gonna do? Boom! Boom! Put that bitch right in his motherfucking gut and fill that basement up with water. I wouldn't do nothing else. But boxing needs this fight. The zone need this fight to be everything that I feel as though it need to be because, I don't know, man. I kind of been disappointed with what's been going on the past couple months. But I do know that things are about to pick up this fall, though, going into this winter. I do know we about to get a bunch of exciting fights. A lot of things are taking place, man. That body about to get butchered by War Chisora. That's what I'm saying, man. If you a smart man, with any type of boxing IQ, if you look at the way Alexander Usyk fights all of his fights, he does that shit in the high guard. He does that shit coming forward. And even if he's lateral, he likes staying mid-range to up close. He's an intimate fighter. So with that being said, boom, boom, fill the water up with basement. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited though. I ain't watching Leo versus Tank. Not if I'm paying for it. Not if I'm paying for it. Yo, two hands. You think Ellis makes a statement against Roja? I ain't been able to really keep up with boxing yet. I would have to go back and watch this dude, man. Both dudes, for real. I can't even really speak on those guys right now because I really don't know too much about them. The zone 199 worldwide rising to 9.99 in the UK. So 9.99, that's 9.99 in the UK is like what? $13 American or some shit like that? Ain't IBT, salute my brother. IBT, I gotta ask you because you already know. From one great boxing mind to another, bro. Who you think gonna win between Chisora and Usyk? Because I'm mentally fucked right now, dude. Like it's really messing with my mind right now. Oh my God, Andre. No cap. No cap. Look, if anybody in their right mind think that Jason Maloney versus Naoya Inoue is a 50-50 fight, Kasi, excuse me, Kasi Mayro, you might say he ain't no monster, but you know John Real, you know that boy a monster. You know he a monster. You know he a monster. With the best body puncher in the game, hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Look, I'll be nice. I'm going to be nice here. Maloney might make it 7 rounds. He might make it 7 rounds. That's a might, though. And that's a slight on the mic. Alexander Usyk will probably outpoint Chisora. I love Chisora though. He's a great character. Usyk on points. That's a good pick, bro. Because I think the general consensus in the whispers and the outcry surrounding this match is telling me that everybody feels like Chisora is gonna knock him out, or they feel like Usyk definitely will win by points. That's the only way you can really look at it. But you want to know what though? We've been wrong in like the last 3 situations the last 2 situations where we truly believed that a fighter, the fighter that's going to go outpoint and win by decision, he ends up getting outboxed. Hence, Vasily Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. Or the fighter that was going to outbox him once again couldn't provide the knockout. And he didn't outbox him. He bully pressured him and knocked him out in Deontay Wilder, even though we know Deontay Wilder is like a fucking Wonder Bread sandwich with mayo on it. Like, no meat. He's hot garbage. He's a warm mayonnaise sandwich all day long. Usyk is smaller, but he's taller and longer. Outboxed Chisora. Yeah, if he stays behind that stick, but look, the thing with Usyk staying longer where I feel like he could get himself in trouble. I feel like he can get himself in trouble once again with that high guard he likes to use. Of course he does. He has way more promise than Chisora. But yet and still, with all IBT, even with all of the great boxing minds that I spoke to, nobody believed. I told people, I said, man, Teofimo can box way better than people give him credit. But nobody believed that kid was going to go out there and do that, and everybody underestimated how strong he would be in the later rounds. I understand that Chisora is weaker when it comes to IQ than Usyk as far as just they giving styles. But when it comes down to it, man, Chisora been punched in the head by all of the greats, man. Chisora's never shied away from the fight. He's got 2 Dillian White fights. He's been in there with Tyson Fury a couple of times, man. I mean, this dude has been in there with some pretty credible individuals. So, you know what I'm saying? He's seen so many different looks. My whole thing is with a guy that likes to use this high guard a lot, what are you gonna do? You're gonna trap him and fill up the basement. But the thing is, it's kind of harder to say given the fact that Usyk has such good footwork. But I don't know. I don't see like Usyk footwork is different for me though. Usyk's footwork operates laterally at a mid distance. He don't, or it's mid to up close. He don't really operate too far long range. I don't. I've never really seen him operate long range, but yeah, of course, you got to favor Usyk. If it came down to my last dollar was in my pocket and I had to put it down on anything, I would put my last dollar down on Usyk by decision because I don't believe he can knock him out. And it always goes back with me, IBT. It goes back to the situation with Chaz Witherspoon. Chaz Witherspoon is nowhere near Derek Chisora in no way, shape, or form. And you win 7 rounds having to soften that guy up. And that means Chisora's a fucking very big guy as well. So I'm looking at that like, man, look, if Chisora goes out there and do exactly what I need him to do, which is go out there, fill up the basement water, hope he get him to drop that fucking high guard because the body shots is doing something to him. Come upstairs, catch him on his chin. Man, everything that I've seen Chisora catch on that fucking chin with that right hand, man, it's been night-night lately. 1000% night-night. I just like where Chisora is at right now. And I feel like, you know, Chisora's in a position where it's like, man, look, this is my last chance to become a world champion, man. Yeah, man. Chaz literally came off the couch with a fucking mashed potato with lumps kind of gut. And it took him 7 fucking rounds, man. So those type of things, I have to highlight shit like that. I would have to say that he don't have the smack to really deliver the punishment he needs to deliver in the heavyweight division. I agree with that. Chisora was one of the physically strongest heavyweight. Not power punch, absolutely. But physically imposing and uses his strength, not power. Yeah, man. And I want to see how Chisora is going to go out there and cut the ring off. I want to see how he's going to operate when my man tries to, if Usyk feels like he needs to escape. Because we already know that Usyk don't like this. Usyk don't shy away from a punch. Usyk don't shy away from throwing hands. Usyk don't shy away from mixing it up. Usyk is a fucking extremely exciting fighter in all aspects. But man, I feel like this fight has dynamics to go one or two ways. It can only go one or two ways. I feel like it can only go Chisora by knockout or Usyk by points. But what if Chisora could go out here and win this thing by points due to punch resistance and keeping him on the back foot? Man, it has all of the makings to be a great fucking fight this weekend, man. Absolutely. Shout out to my brother D Jeff, man, on and off the net, man. Salute, Brody. Facts 2 hands. The intangibles are always forgotten with a lot of fans. Sometimes they put way too much into resume and former opponents and ignore certain intangibles. Usyk by decision. Yeah, man, he has a lot of great intangibles. Like you can't ignore what the guy does, man. I just like the only thing that makes me want to put my bet where I'm putting my bet, D, is how long he was in the ring with Chaz and what Chisora has been doing lately and the fact of the high guard, man. The high guard makes me a little shook, bro. The high guard has me like, he could get knocked out. What if Usyk could get knocked out by a body shot, though? Did anybody think of that? Because the high guard, man, the nigga lives in the high guard. Lives in the high guard. Chaz Witherspoon was a corner stoppage too. Not Usyk putting him away. Chisora could upset Usyk here big time. Exactly, man. That's why I'm like, yo, I'm mentally fucked right now. Like, am I the idiot? I don't know which way to go. Like I said, if it came down to my last dollar, it would have to be Usyk by decision, man. But that high guard though, it makes me kind of like, I feel like that's a recipe for Usyk's disaster and it could be a recipe for Chisora's success. I don't know. I don't know if, I just don't know, like, because we only have that to gauge Usyk off of, you know, because it's a different division. It's that heavyweight monster. So when we looking at it, it's just like, man, could you do that with Chisora for 7 rounds? without getting caught with some hot shit, because Chisora ain't gonna go nowhere. He gonna keep coming forward. He's gonna come at you the whole time. So my thing is, are you gonna be able to overwhelm Chisora the way you overwhelmed Chaz Witherspoon? Because Chisora ain't no Chisora ain't no Chaz Witherspoon by no means. I'm just like, because we know Usyk has to overwhelm Usyk overwhelms his fighters, man. He overwhelms them with work rate. His work rate is absolutely uncanny, bro. His work rate is incredible. But can he still have that same work rate with a Derek Chisora? I need to know these things. We want to talk about Chisora versus a smaller guy. David Haye was a cruiserweight, and he stopped Chisora in 2012. Haye is much smaller than Usyk, but Haye hit much harder than fucking Usyk too, IBT. You feel me? Man, look, man. They don't call that nigga Haymaker for nothing, bruh. Man, look. Man, Haye hit hard, bro. He hit hard. Like, you gonna know Haye is up in there, man. And I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Objectively, we must look at all things. We must factor in everything here. We must factor in all things here. Because look, bro, I'm telling you, I'm a 6-foot skinny nigga. And I hit like a motherfucking cruiserweight. I promise you that. I promise you that. So, you know, God-given smack is God-given smack. And if you got that God-given smack, that's what it is, man. David Haye was one of my favorite fighters, man. Like, yo, David Haye, I used to love David Haye, man, because of the way he used to do niggas with that power. I said the same thing about the high guard on my live. The body shots will be extremely dangerous here for sure. We see that exactly the same, fam. Absolutely, man, because Mickey Dub, salute. Del Boy don't care. But go back to answer your shit before I get to you, Mickey Dub. Yeah, man, we definitely see it the exact same way. Like I said, man, I surround myself around a lot of great boxing minds, man, that are truly objective, man, that really love the true essence of the sweet science, man, who really break down this shit, and we really look at things from both sides. We weigh in all the pros and the cons on our scales here, and then we tip them to see which one operates in whose favor before, you know, we give our hypothesis. And this is just one of those situations where everybody is like, can only look at it one of two ways. I feel like Usyk's body is there for lunch and dinner, man. I feel like his body is there for lunch and dinner. And if he get caught with some hot shit and drop that guard, Del Boy ain't gonna hesitate to send that bitch over the top, man. Because here's the thing. Usyk's a high-volume puncher. Del Boy's a high-volume puncher, too. For a heavyweight, for what he does, he's high-volume considering he'll come forward and he's going to constantly sling that shit. But he just don't throw anything. He's going to pick and choose his shots. If Chisora can keep the fight on Usyk's chest, I see him winning on points. I agree with that. Because I'm not going to completely count Usyk out on points, because if Chisora can hurt him to the body and pressure him the right way and cut Usyk off on those circular angles that he likes to take and that pivot that he loves to truly use all night, because when Chisora turns it up, what does he do? He pivots you. Boom, 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 boom. Brings it upstairs. He'll pivot you again. Boom, 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 boom. Bang you out with a combination. So if Chisora can meet him there with a few good, I feel like it could be a problem, man. Arlet, what's up, babe? All right, my boy Mickey Dub says Del Boy don't care. He knows he will always draw a crowd in the UK. This is just another payday for him. Money in the bank during COVID. Yeah, it's a payday for Del Boy, but Del Boy ain't out here to just get paid. Del Boy is truly after being a world champion, man. Del Boy trying to put himself in position right now, man. The Del Boy of old just ain't there no more, man. With age comes wisdom, man. And he's heightened his game, man. I got to give him credit for heightening his game, and I like everything that Del Boy is right now, and I love everything that Usyk is right now. These are two boxers, man, that we all can truly say that we highly respect. And either way it fucking goes, we're happy for him. We happy for him. Now, will I be a little bit melancholy that Derek Chisora caught the L? Absolutely, because I want him to have success, and Usyk's had a lot of success. So for me, I want Chisora to have some type of success and get some type of respect that he's never gotten in boxing, in my opinion. Yeah, man. Hey, David Hay was good on David Hay was good on the front foot, good on the boxer. He was good flowing boxer, man. Inside pressure, outside, just devastating power though. Devastating power though. That's that God-given shit, man. The key for Usyk will be lateral movement and that 1-2. It should be a fun-ass fight. Absolutely, man. So I pretty much see here that we all pretty much seeing things the exact same way. We're seeing it like Usyk needs to be high volume, be studious at the same time, use his pivot, operate off of the 1-2. But I feel like he should be a little bit more in and out than per se to staying in. But if he's not operating with that type of power, considering we saw that with Chaz Witherspoon, he's going to have to turn it up. But the thing about having the speed advantage here, he's going to be able to get in there inside. If he times it right and he can get inside Derek Chisora's punch, he can get in there, hit him with a few, pivot, get around him, hit him with a few more before another one comes back. Derek Chisora's only going to be able to do one or two things. Crossbone push him, or he's going to have to pull him in. Or he's going to have to do this. I think this is a great fight for both guys at this stage in their career. Absolutely, man, because like I said, man, I think I was on the MBBC Forever podcast. I was saying that when the question was asked, who does this fight do more for? Does it do more for Derek Chisora or does it do more for Alexander Usyk? I truly believe that this fight does more for not Alexander Usyk, but Derek Chisora, because this put Derek Chisora in a position to be a world champion. Now for Alexander Usyk, I don't feel like it does more for him because Derek Chisora is nothing more than a litmus test. Like, it doesn't do anything but tell us that, okay, now, bro, you're not really, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting the rug. You've let us know that you are more than welcome to fucking be here. You are definitely solidified to say that you are here. But when it comes to that top 5 bracket, can you compete there? We don't know that yet. We're going to say, yeah, you can handle it up here, but we ain't going to say you can beat Anthony Joshua. We're not going to say you can beat Tyson Fury. I ain't even going to say you can beat Povetkin and anybody like that. For real, what I would love to see is Filip Hrgović versus Alexander Usyk. Next, if I could, but I know that's not a likely outcome. The old boy going to bring the heat. Tim Townsend, salute. And we will see if Usyk can take the full-blooded heavyweight punch. That's what I'm saying, because this is, I feel like, the first time you getting truly punched by a heavyweight that truly has motherfucking demonic intentions behind every shot. Truly demonic intentions behind every shot. I feel like this is the first time you going up against somebody who game bred, who is all the way ready, who is willing to die in the ring and fight. That boy is not going, you know what I mean? He ain't going to quit on you. He going to keep coming, for real, for real. The coach going to have to stop the fight for Del Boy. Troy Graham, salute, Brody. Bless up yourself, brother. And wish I could chop it up with you, but I got to go to work. Peace, man. I got to run to the gig, too. I actually got to be in 2 hours, man, but I felt like it was a must that I do this thing here, man. Like, I feel like I was losing that spark that drives me to want to do this shit because I'm so busy now, but I promise I'm not giving this shit up. Derek Chisora also has decent head movement at times. This could draw Usyk into a big shot, either to the body or upstairs. It's going to be a match. Much better fight than many are giving Chisora credit. Absolutely. But see, that's the problem, though. People don't look at styles. They listen to hearsay. They look at and they listen to hearsay, D. Jeff, and that's a problem with a lot of people that are watching fightings because they truly are honestly giving fighters the credit for where they are at, and they're truly known for giving fighters more credit for where they truly not at. I don't know if that came out right, but I believe it did. I think the jab right hand down the pipe is going to be hellish for Chisora. If he's taking them for 12 rounds, however, Chisora's pressure and size will put a lot of stress on Usyk. Absolutely. But the jab right hand, it's going to have to mean something, though. Like, every time he puts that stick out there, it has to be. I mean, it truly has to be convincing. I feel like at no point in this evening, IBC, I feel like Usyk can pull a punch. I feel like for the first round, I don't even feel like for the first round he should pull a punch. Not even on his jab. All of them have to be convincing. Because you got to let that dude know that you're going to get caught with some hot shit all night. Because if he don't respect it, he's going to absolutely neglect it. And he's just going to continue to steamroll forward, and try to meet you at your pivots all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like if I'm motherfucking Derek Chisora, all I'm looking for is to make it rough and tumble, beat you up on the inside, hit you with a lot of body shots, keep that steam rolling, and fucking catch you when you come upstairs. Wait for you to fucking drop that high guard and come upstairs. Time that shit, because for real, I would feel like it's gonna be a hook. If it do catch him, it's gonna be a hook up here, somewhere here. Because everything Usyk does, he likes to do it straight on. Del Boy kinda likes to bring it from the left or the right. So I feel like it's gonna be the best weapon for that hook is gonna be the straights down the pipe, and the best answer for that fucking for that jab is that fucking body shot and that hook upstairs. DAC, salute. Dowhard Castle in the building. Reaper gang gang. We official though. We official though. Yo, y'all check out my man. Y'all check out my man, official member of the Reaper gang, and go subscribe if you haven't, man. Dowhard Castle killing them. I mean, he killing them with what's happening in YouTube week by week, man. That shit is so fire. I am Phil. I am very Phil. Shout out my brother Mark, man. Unrivaled salute. All right, man. I'm glad we got to talk about it a little bit, man. I got to go, man. I'm gonna fire this shit up later, man. Maybe we can go the StreamYard route, IBT. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, Mark, pull up, D Jeff, pull up, DHC, pull up, and let's talk some shit later, man. I get off a little bit early. I'm not working the fucking whole day today. I need to take some time to myself so I can work on some shit I wanted to do. So I'm gonna schedule one for probably around like 6 or 7 Eastern time. Hopefully the UK and the USA and all other parts of the world can get in on this shit. Man, as we always say, at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. And once again, I promise y'all I'm not gonna stop. I just need more hours in the day, or I just need to find a better way to manage my time. Salute. This nigga said it's 4 a.m. here. If I'm awake, I'll hop on. I got you, Brody. I got you. It's all love.